Good news campaign takes hold. Talk of conspiracy within government. Queries for Tilvyn. Lalkantha after Harini's remark. Sajith remains mum as SJB wants Fonseka out.
The leader, දේශයට මග කියන ප්‍රවෘත්ති පෙළගැස්ම.
Good news campaign takes hold. Everyone was eagerly awaiting to hear the good news that was announced by President Ranil Wickremesinghe last night. In the past few days, Harini and Manusha carried out a poster campaign and a social media promotion as well to a resounding success. But the National People's Power as well as the Samagi Anabalawegaya retorted to it strongly. Associates of Namal Rajapaksa, who were in the campaign, say the reaction from those two parties itself was their biggest achievement. But that attack has worried some Ranil loyalists. His advisers are responding to it now. Rajitha Kirthi Tenakun traces the history of poster campaigns and says, "Who is this? What is he doing?" to be the most talked about one. The latest one has drawn the attention of its creators as well as opponents alike, he says. Advertising is a strategy, kingmaking is a science, he adds. Dr. Mahesh Hapugoda, considered to be partial towards the NPP, says on Facebook that creators of the Good News poster have achieved its intent. It has become a well-marketed slogan. At the same time, the country seems to be divided into two in the form of a referendum. On Facebook, opponents are a majority, but what the average Lankan thinks is not known yet, he says. If taken as part of Ranil's campaign, Hapugoda says he is on the good news side and all the others in the opposite. All are divided as for and against Ranil. There's nothing in between. Hapugoda says he prefers to be on the good news side, not because of Ranil, but because we have improved even by an iota and a positive mindset is needed to achieve the rest. I remember what it was like. I know where things stand now. I am where I feel, although that is not popular, he concludes. Anyway, Ranil is going to launch his campaign parallel to this address to the nation. On July 2nd, he will convene Parliament and make a special statement to propose sort of a national government to revive the country. On that basis, a sizable lot of SJB MPs are to be lured to his side. So it might take until the second week of July to announce definite good news. Rather than what he is going to say, the most important thing is if the people will be allowed to take a sigh of relief on the gains of debt restructuring. Talk of conspiracy within government. Everybody knows about the serious differences of opinion that prevail in the government. That is over whether to support Ranil or not at the presidential polls. Certain media reported about trouble at a Urumaya deed distribution program in Ampara. SLPP's Wimalawira Disanayake left after getting no seat, but UNP's former ministers Daya Gamagai and Anoma Gamagai handed over deeds. At this meeting, Ranil claimed a conspiracy by a minority of state officials to sabotage Urumaya. Maybe he believes an attempt exists within the government against him. As Rajapaksas pose a challenge to Ranil, the new alliance is in an all-out war to wipe them out of politics. Led by the SLFP's Nimal Siripala faction, this alliance will hold its second rally at Welawaya town on June 29th from 2 p.m. State Minister Jagath Pushpakumara is organising it. Its strongman Nimal Lanza has told the media that they are now making their alliance stronger with the inclusion of the highest number of MPs. Also, various other parties, trade unions, civil society organisations are rallying around it, he says. Siripala, Amarawera, Alagiawana, Duminda, Nalin, Anura Yapa, Priyankara and many others will attend the rally. Prema Jayantha cannot attend as he is out of the country. They say Ranil will be quite okay if he contests without the Rajapaksa's support. For Ranil, who is yet to declare if he is contesting, the auspicious time is nearing to make that announcement. Queries for Tilvyn. Lalkantha after Harini's remark. The LGBTQ community too is a matter that is drawing attention of the political parties. It is said that at least 1.5 million of them have voting rights. Presently, a dialogue is on about 2 bills relating to gender equality. One of them, for women empowerment, was passed with amendments after its third reading on June 20th. Ranil made controversial remarks about the Supreme Court's opinion on the bill and said a select committee should be appointed to inquire into it. Colombo Archbishop, Cardinal Malcolm Ranjith, said, "Since no one can choose a particular gender at birth, everybody should live as per the gender they are born with."
සමලිංගික තෝරා ගැනීම ඕනෑම කෙනෙකුට ඕනෑම පිරිමි දරුවෙකුට කැමති නම් සමලිංගික කෙනෙක් කියලා තෝරා ගන්න අයිතියක් දෙන්න ඒක සාධාරණ නෑ. ඒක අපේ මිනිස්යාගේ දරුවගේ ස්වරූපයෙන්ම එන මේ ප්‍රශ්නයක් මිසක් ඒක තෝරා ගැනීමකින් තමන්ගේ ලිංගිකත්වය තෝරා ගන්නට බෑනේ කෙනෙකුට. ඒක තමන් ඉපදෙනකොටම තියෙන ලිංගිකත්වය අනුවනේ අපි ජීවත් වෙන්නට ඕනේ. ඒ නිසා ඒම අවශ්‍යතාවයක් නෑ මේ රටේ.
In the meantime, NPP's Dr. Harini Amarasuriya says her party will support Premnath Dolawata's private member's motion to decriminalise homosexuality. Speaking to BBC Sinhala service, she described it as a good proposal. She further clarified it when she participated in Dharana 360 programme.
සමරිසි සම්බන්ධතාවය නීතිමය වරද්දක් හැටියට අපේ දණ්ඩ නීති සංග්‍රහයේ තියෙන මේක අපේ රටෙන් ආපු නීතියකුත් නෙවෙයිනේ මේක බ්‍රිතාන්‍ය නීතිය වික්ටෝරියානු යුගයේ ආපු නීතියක්. ඉතින් ඒ නිසා මේක වෙනස් විය යුතුයි කියන තැන අපි ඉන්නවා.
තුන්වන වර කියවීමේදී ජාතික ජනබලවේගය මේට පක්ෂයි.
Now, Tilvyn Silva and KD Lalkantha are asked about their opinion on that. Clearly the intention is to show that the NPP has internal differences of opinion. Anyway, the NPP is on a new path, knowing it cannot go forward with old-time ideals. But Harini is NPP and Tilvyn and Lalkantha are JVP. Success for AKD depends on whether he is able to bring both to common ground. Sajith remains mum as SJB wants Fonseka out. A group of SJB MPs has urged Sajith Premadasa to expel their chairman Sarath Fonseka immediately. He is undecided, but a decision has been taken not to invite Fonseka to any meetings, rallies and other events of the party. That is in view of his continuing criticisms and attacks against the party and its leader. Sajith has told General Secretary Madhuma Bandara to inform Fonseka that he is free to leave if he finds the party inappropriate for him. It is said that they are frightened by the book Fonseka is going to launch on June 28th. His loyalists expect big scenes in politics once the book is out. That is how politics is heating up in the run-up to a national election. Campaigns are getting launched and what the opinion polls predicted seems to be changing. Campaigns can impact the public opinion. If people don't make the right decision, the result will be for the worst. That's it for today.